Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another video. Today we got a bunch of games again. Yes, I spent a bunch of money. Got a few used games, actually all but one I used. And yeah, just got a few games off the bucket list that I've been wanting to at least get and hopefully play one day. Mainly for newer consoles, but let's take a look. I got my here still early in the morning for me. I think it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, so having my caffeine. Of course, I'm not going to put this right here. So there's absolutely no chance of bumping that thing and ruining all the boxes. Of course, the first game I'm still playing, this is not part of the list I want to show you, just telling you I'm still playing Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, and watch my other videos if you want to learn more about it. And I have still been playing good old Nintendogs over here. Got my Nintendog, got two cats. Here, let me show you. Here are my two cats playing around. There's my dog. They're drinking water right now. So yeah, I'm still playing Nintendogs. I just started playing that one day and thought, this is super fun. Like having one of those more passive games. I just have in the background, do something for half an hour every day. Yeah, I'm still doing Ring Fit as well every day. So still working on my, physical appearance. Yeah, but having this game and having a more passive game like Nintendogs reminded me of how much fun I had with Tomodachi Life back when the game came out. And for some reason on YouTube, there's this whole nostalgia wave for Tomodachi Life happening right now, which is pretty swell. That was a great game. And I never picked up its, semi-sequel, Miitopia. Miitopia for the 3DS, of course, there's a Switch version as well. And you can get this for dirt cheap. I mean, you can get the German version, probably the English version as well. And this is the French version. I still got it brand new for, I think, less than 10 euros. Shipped to my door on Amazon. So Tomodachi Life, the spiritual semi-sequel to Tomodachi Life. Miitopia is the name. So Miitopia is this game, the RPG that uses the Miis and the Tomodachi Life. Mechanics, as far as I know, there are their relationships, they're all living together, they're talking with the weird Mii voices. So this looks pretty fun and cool, and I'm super excited to give this a try. I've heard it's a beefy RPG, it's like a 30-hour game, and I'm excited to test this out. It looks very charming, but when it came out, the Switch was already out, the 3DS was old hat. I didn't really want to play it anymore, but now I'm rediscovering the joy of the dual screen 3D portable game system, and I want to play it on the 3DS. If I end up really, really loving it, really enjoying it, I may as well buy the Switch version just to upgrade and have the cooler version, the TV version I can play. But I will be playing on the 3DS, the original without a horse, and I don't know what else they did. So, yeah. Speaking of Switch games, let's not talk about them. They are the last ones. I got used on eBay, I think for 13 euros, because, I don't know, I just don't feel like spending even the budget prices for games nowadays, so I got a couple of used games this month. 13 euros for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've been wanting to play this because it looks really cool, and I know a lot of people are not fans of it, but I enjoy the concept of these big budget episodic games. As a fan of Shenmue, that's totally my thing. So a game that spans a huge story over multiple installments, if you know what I mean. So not each game is itself contained story, but they all span one big one, like Shenmue. And of course, one game being split up into first two, now three different games. Final Fantasy VII Remake is something I want to check out. I've never played Final Fantasy VII, so what I plan on doing is playing this in parallel with Final Fantasy VII. I'm not quite sure yet if I want to buy the Switch port, which looks a bit janky, like they only did half a job on it. I think it's like the port of the PC version or something. Something weird happened there. And I don't know if I want to actually give them money for a new version or if I will simply pirate it for my Vita TV, playing the PS1 version on there. And because I don't want to deal with swapping discs anymore. Like that is, even though this is a 2-disc game as well, yeah, that is over, kind of. So I don't want to burn my own games or play the stupid PAL version or even import the US version of the PS1 original. If I end up enjoying it, I mean, I know what it's about. I've seen enough, like, you can't avoid Final Fantasy VII on the internet if you've been around, like, gaming forums and YouTube for the past 15, 20 years. So, yeah, I'm excited to play this. My plan is to play this in parallel, like, play each, like, I don't know, area, and then switch over to the other game, to the remake, to see what they changed and how they implemented that. So this is something I want to do. So I got the game. From what I know, the sequel, part 2, is not coming out on PS4. So far I've not had a reason to buy a PlayStation 5. And I'm not sure if, like, this sequel would be a reason to get it. I'll see if I play it when I get the chance to get it. I've heard great things about it. Like, the remake, like, people love it. I've heard, like, okay, the side quests are kind of meh, but, you know, I don't plan on really doing all of the side quests or something. So I'll just do whatever I feel like doing. I don't know. As, like, not a big fan of the original because I've never played it, like, past where you get Barrett. I think that's where I stopped, which is like 5 minutes in. Yeah, it's something I want to check out. So, Switch games. I got a few used ones because one game I've been wanting to get, and when it came out, it was hard to find. And then when it was easier to find, I didn't feel like playing it anymore and getting it. So I just slept on it for quite a while. That's Indivisible. I think that got a release after the PS4 version or something, which is one of the reasons I didn't get it. I wanted it on Switch, and I think that release was delayed. And then it was like shadow dropped digitally, and then the physical came later. Something weird happened there, where even the developer didn't know the game was out on Switch. Something happened there, I'm not sure anymore. And yes, I know Lab Zero, there were big problems, like whatever. And I was always a big fan of the art style. I played Skullgirls. Of course, I'm a big fan of Zone. So yeah, I think Zone animated in this one as well. Zone worked on Skullgirls, and I would just assume it's in here too. So the art style of Skullgirls, which I love, but I don't like fighting games. Now they made an RPG out of it, so I just had to get it. And now was the time. Someone sold it used for 15 euros. I said, yes, give me that, please. Next one, which is something, this is actually a pricey game. I got it for 15 euros too, so I'm excited about that. Mad Red Dead, which is a title where you just know this is not going to sell well. Why I'm excited in this? This is like a rhythm puzzle platformer. Why I was excited for this, like, it's made by NIS America, and it has the same director as the Yomawari games. If you've played that, these horror games with the little girl and the ghosts everywhere. And I think after Yomawari 2, he worked on this, which is why it was on my radar, which then I saw, okay, it's been released physically on Switch. I'd never heard of it. I'd never seen it anywhere, so I don't know. And it was out of print already. So now I got a used copy. Sorry, NIS, you're not getting my money for that one. At least here in Germany, the German version, like, it's not in print anymore. You can't really get it easily. And if you want a brand new copy on eBay, they are in it for like 70, 80, 90 euros. I'm not sure how much a used copy would go for on the secondary market, but like I said, 15 euros, very happy about that, and I can live with that price, even if I don't like it too much. But we'll see. Maybe I'll give you an update. Now, this is a big one, and this is an import, actually. The seller had one import game. I picked it up. Deadlit in Wonder Labyrinth Record of Lotus War. I have no connection to Lotus War. I've never seen the anime, never, is it based on a manga? I'm not sure. The only connection I have is that I briefly played the Dreamcast game at one point, which has nothing to do with this. This is a Symphony of the Night clone, and from what I've heard, a fantastic one. They released this physically in probably the US, in Japan, and there's a European copy, but not a German copy. So here in Germany, we didn't get a physical release. And yeah, the seller had this used, for this one I paid 30, which is still cheaper than importing it myself, and still cheaper than getting the European copy, which goes for 40 right now, brand new. So I said, okay, I want to play it, I want to check this out because it looks really cool. And yeah, I got it. If you have experience with this, I've only heard positive things about it so far. I'm not a big Metroidvania fan, so that may not end well, but I thought it looks cool enough. They nailed the art style. And even though I'm kind of sick of Metroidvanias after the huge like indie wave, this looks like it had just the right amount of budget behind it to actually be a worthwhile game, not like 90% of the indie Metroidvanias nowadays. So yeah, these are the games, like my 3 stacks over here. Let me put this, and we have Miitopia over here, and we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. So these are the games. Thanks for watching. I just thought I'd show this pile with you. I could have angled the camera better. I was kind of uncomfortable the entire time, but you know, that's part of making videos for YouTube, being uncomfortable in front of a camera. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.